My actual name is Isa, Car Isa O'Brien, and it's Irish, but when it's translated into English, it's Friend of Jesus O'Brien. That's exactly it. So, from birth, as you probably guessed it, my parents don't like me very much. I thought, let's call him Jesus' best friend. But I didn't have a great relationship with my dad. You know, we always fight, and he's pretty mad at me at the moment. But to be fair, I'd be pretty pissed off if my son missed my birthday for a comedy competition in London. But he's always fighting my mum. He's fighting my mum all the time. He'll be fighting about the birds in the sky, and it's getting pretty boring at this point. But they always make up with it at the end of the night because, you know, we share the same bedroom wall. Always wearing headphones at night. I'm a lifeguard, you're welcome. I'll be guarding lives. But I take my job very seriously. In fact, I always have a couple of rules that I'll be passing down to lifeguards, making sure they don't make the same mistakes as me. You know, like no running, no jumping. But my most important rule that I don't break under any circumstances is keep dry. Which basically means if you're coming to my pool and you're planning on drowning, you best be drowning near the edge of the pool. So I'm not getting in. You know how annoying it is working with wet shoes? It's really nice. So this right here is my saving radius. This is I got you radius. Anything outside the I got you radius is you're on your own radius. The why the fuck you swim out that far if you can't swim radius. But there's so many idiots in the world, and you can find them all on Facebook. Facebook is like the notice board of dumb shit. There's my last video that I seen now was a man whose name was Sebastian, of course it was. And to paint a picture for you, Sebastian wore Jesus sandals, no socks, cargo shorts, a brown vest, a body like a dropped lasagna, and a hair, wiry hair, like they looked like he robbed off a dead horse. To sum it up nicely, he looked like he was recycled. And we got the worst parts of a deceased man and put Sebastian together. Now Sebastian's story, wasn't that bad. Now Sebastian's story was that he supplied movies with animals, but one time he got really emotionally connected with an animal and he couldn't give it away. So he kept, what animal was it? A dog or a horse or a polar bear? It was a polar bear. He kept the polar bear. The polar bear, the bear from the Arctic. Did I mention he lived in Texas? He lived in Texas. One of like the hottest places in America. But so he had a pet polar bear, but he didn't like to call it a pet. He preferred to call it. Jeez, you're very interested in this story. He had a pet polar bear. We didn't like to call it a pet. He preferred to call it family. Oh well, to be fair, my nana lives outside back at home with a 10-foot charcoal fence surrounding her, so it makes sense. That's kind of family. Guess what he called the animal, actually? That's the one thing I forgot to mention. What do you call this majestic beast from the Arctic Ocean, this killing machine? Spaghetti. Call this white majestic beast spaghetti after a pretty average Italian dish, I must say. When you want to rip someone's face off, they kept calling you spaghetti. Because that's exactly what spaghetti did. Here's Sebastian's fucking face off. Turned Sebastian into spaghetti. And then the wife, when they were interviewing the wife, she was crying. She was like, she just don't understand. So out of character for spaghetti. Lady, it's a polar bear. It would have been out of character if you didn't rip his fucking face off. It's natural selection at its very best. So, that's actually all I have got. And it seemed very long in the shed, I tell you.